we have the most fans ever. Like.
Exactly, like it's not boring. It's not dry church. Like,
and the thing is as well, when you're sharing something about God, it's like, yo, yeah, and God, and everyone, like when when there's more of us and we have the opportunity to meet each other, it's just like, yeah, that was me, and like I think as well because we've been unafraid to stand up and say this is who we are, and we understand the power of being intentional and meeting up with each other, because you can get lost out here, you know. There's so many things going on. We all have struggles and stuff. So if you don't have people who are around you and supporting you and encouraging you, you can kind of just be like,
yeah,
on it, God.
It will be hard.
When I finish uni, I'll come to you.
Hey guys, welcome to our channel. Today we're going to be doing what it's like to be a Christian at university.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people think it's impossible. But yeah, how about you tell them when you got saved and stuff like that?
Okay, I got saved in my first year. Now, I didn't grow up in a Christian home, and so I just was exploring.
First year is in like
my first
beginning, middle.
My first year of university, like the January after I started.
Oh, okay.
And
when I came to uni, I was already a Christian, so I'd probably say in a Christian from like, yeah, it's kind of hard because I grew up in a Christian home, but I think I would say the defining moment was probably year 10, 11, and then like properly year 12, if that makes sense. So around that year is when I started the journey with God kind of thing. So yeah. So what do you think has been the downside
of being a Christian at uni?
Yeah. If there's any.
I think...
No, oh wait, what's your stereotype? What did you think it was going to be like? Oh wait, no.
But I wasn't a Christian.
That's true. Okay, for me, I didn't really think about it. I was just like, I'm doing me kind of thing. Like, so I'm not really on that madness. So I'll just be here.
What, uni mad, like freshers?
Yeah, and that's not my type of scene anyway. Like, if I was to go, I'd just be like, okay. But I heard bear noise, I heard everyone, woo, and all of that.
Yeah, I was having a mad time.
So she was out,
on me.
and I was just, I was in my room chilling. I didn't even feel some type of way, I was just
really?
Living. Yeah, I don't
wow.
I think because I'm not very like when I'm out with people that I don't know, so I was just like, okay. And yeah, the flat that I lived in, they were more like third years and stuff. So
wow.
I guess, yeah, so they didn't really like, I can't remember anyone saying, oh yes, go out. Maybe once, but I probably was doing something, I was like, no. So yeah, I just like chilling by myself. So
any struggles or drawbacks of being a Christian at uni?
I think first year was kind of lonely, if that makes sense. Not lonely as, I wasn't lonely, if that makes sense, because I would like talk to my family, friends, whatever. But as in like I didn't have friends like I do now, if that makes sense. Like, boy. And like I wouldn't, obviously I had my uni friends like in class and stuff, and most of them like didn't live on campus, so it was just like, oh, hi bye. And obviously chill in uni, blah blah blah, and then after uni finished, class finished, just come home.
It's just a bit dry, isn't it?
What, my life?
No, your old life. Back in those years, like...
No, I enjoyed it.
Oh, okay.
For me, okay, actually, in those times, yeah, I grew a lot with God. I think I think that time was the foundation of God taking me deeper in Him.
Wow.
And like, I feel like, when you're at uni by yourself, you don't have anyone to depend on but God. So those moments made me like rooted in Him. God just took me deeper. Obviously, it wasn't like, I feel like now it's more clearer and things are more, I don't know, He was just shaping me through that moment. And I think I needed the time alone to understand who I am. But I wouldn't say I was really digging deep, but I was just doing me. And I think those moments, like going through the experiences that I had, just made me closer to God, if that makes sense. So yeah, that year was good. I grew, but I think the second year is when I grew even more. That's what I would say. Yeah, for me, that's when I would say that. So first year I grew, but second year I was, so yeah, that's what I would say.
I think for me, like the first, second, and third year have been so completely different as a Christian.
Yeah.
Like my first year, that's when I first got saved, but also I was in a relationship, and I didn't know any Christians really, so there was no accountability. And in uni, if you don't have any accountability, you can literally just do whatever.
Hello.
Yeah, it's like it doesn't work.
Yeah, actually, that's true. That's something I experienced because I was in some higgy handles. No, that's another subject for
another
day.
video. Yeah. And then oh sorry.
No, accountability is true.
Yeah.
No accountability. Nobody waking you up to say, "Oh yeah, time for church today." So yeah.
I think also then I got to second year, and that was the year when I tried to join our university's Christian union. Like I wanted to make like female friends, but it was kind of, although we were sisters in Christ, like we didn't have close friendships. It was kind of forced, and I was so lonely because I wanted to be friends with these people, but I don't know them.
Indirect.
So I think no.
Don't even try and say it wasn't an indirect.
Okay, when I got to third year, that's when I made efforts in being close to these people, and everything changed.
What do you say end of second year?
End of second year.
But mainly third year actually.
Mainly third year,
right.
yeah.
Mainly third year.
And I felt like having fellowship in uni campus, like that's so key. It's so key to my life. Well, it has been to my life. But
what do you mean fellowship? Like when we meet up and stuff?
Yeah, like we're able to meet. There's like a good few of us. We're able to meet up, have prayer sessions, Bible studies, book clubs, just fellowship in general, and pouring our hearts out to each other. And without that, I think university as a Christian might be quite hard. Well, it was for me anyway, because like you'll have problems, and for me, well, I don't have any Christian friends. Like that's not in uni, so it was kind of like, who do I tell then? Because I got saved in uni, so.
Oh, I see. Okay, I get what you mean. I think as well, like, going back to second year, I met someone. Cam.
Oh, right, if we're talking about guys.
No. Second year, I met Cam. So basically, I was like, okay, God, like, what's going on right here? I don't have a friend. I had friends, obviously, but I don't have a Christian friend. So I was like, I remember just like vaguely praying to God, like, okay, God, like, can you send me a friend, please? And literally the next week I met Cam.
Wow.
And yeah, it was just like, wow. It was amazing because we like clicked at first, and it was just like we was just like iron sharpen iron, and like we would pray together. Obviously this time it was just me and her, so we'd always be together 24/7, cook, clean, pray, Bible study, all of that. Stay up till 8 o'clock in the morning. What am I doing? Why am I seeing the sunrise? Why, please?
Because we're praying. We've done that.
No, it wasn't that. It was actually just chilling. So I think you can still have that experience, but in a healthy way. Obviously, it's not healthy to be staying up at 8 o'clock, but sometimes that's what happens at uni, but nah, they were good times because you know when you're just around someone all the time, but in a good way, like you get to know them inside out, and just like you said from the beginning, like you get to have someone who's you're accountable to.
Yeah.
And like if you're lacking spiritually, like you're not where you want to be, or you're just being in some type of way, do you know what I mean? That happens to us when you're being a Christian, and you don't always just like high, like you have down times and stuff, so you can have someone to lean on, and someone who's going to be like, okay, I'm gonna pray for you kind of thing. And I think we're blessed to have good Christian relationships at uni, if that makes sense, because some people might just have bad experiences.
I think we're blessed, but at the same time, like we're all so different yet we get along. Like I feel like is if you make the effort to get to know people and to be accepting of people and open yourself, then those friendships will grow.
Yeah, and I think as well you have to be open to be corrected as a Christian. I think that helps your friendship a whole lot. For me, if I'm seeing my friend doing something, I'm not just gonna sit there, and especially if I know that it's not something godly, I'm not gonna sit there and just be like, okay. It's a bit awkward to be like, excuse me, is that what you're meant to be doing? But I know that as long as I know that I've at least tried, and then like just I'll leave it up to you in it, but I'm still gonna try again if you know this is the first time. But so what would you say is the benefits of being a Christian at uni so far?
Benefits of being a Christian uni. I think to the people who are like thinking about going to uni in September or are like in first or second year right now, I'd have to say that as someone who has lived that life of not being saved and going out on freshers and partying, drinking, doing loads of stuff, and someone who's in the church now, this life is so much better. Like even in the friendships, like there's so much trust. Like I know these will be my friends for life. Like I'm like I'm able to tell them my insecurities, tell them things that I'm struggling with right now, and they'll lift me up and draw me closer to goodness and his life instead of just waking up like what?
They pull you back basically.
Yeah, instead of just waking up hungover, not being able to do my CV, not being able to apply for jobs because I can't do my CV. Like, it's just this life, I can't even explain it, it's so much better.
I think it's healthier.
Yeah.
And I think as well, like we have the type of friendship that will bust, like we have the most fun stuff. Like.
Exactly, like it's not boring, it's not dry church. Like,
and the thing is as well, when you're sharing something about God, it's like, yo, yeah, I'm God, and everyone, like when there's more of us and we have the opportunity to meet each other, it's just like, yeah, that was me, and like I think as well, because we've been unafraid to stand up and say this is who we are, and we understand the power of being intentional and meeting up with each other, because you can get lost out here, you know. There's so many things going on. We all have struggles and stuff. So if you don't have people who are around you and supporting you and encouraging you, you can kind of just be like, run it, God.
It'll be hard.
When I finish uni, I'll come to you.
Exactly.
And like being at uni doesn't exempt you from uni. Being a Christian at uni, doesn't exempt you from your deadlines. Your God ain't gonna come and give you a miracle and just be like,
wow,
well,
he gave me a miracle.
Yeah, obviously he'll help and stuff, but you still have to use your common sense. That don't think that, actually I think it is a bit easier.
It is easier
because
we
you
have
have
God's
someone to depend on, and you just be like, okay, God, this is going on, let me just breathe, let me take a breather, let me pray, and like God really does come through, even in he does come through. Yeah, he does. He really does. Let me base quick example. There was this 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Basically, there was this time, right, when basically I had an assignment to do and I didn't insert something that I needed to do my appendix. I didn't insert it, and am I allowed to say this? Basically, I didn't insert my appendix, right? And I was like, I'm not going to submit it because it doesn't make sense, because I won't even get a pass because that was mandatory for the assignment. So I was just like, I'll just get capped in it. No faith, didn't even. And I just remember having peace about it and blah, 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 email my teacher, whatever. He was like, send it to me when you've done or whatever. Basically, he was like, make sure you send it to me. So I get to class the next day, because I had class the next day, and I was talking to him, and he was like, basically I was in the class, I looked at my phone, I was like, no, he sent me this email at 5 o'clock, like he was just telling me to send it to him. And then I went to speak to him, and I was like, sir, I haven't been able to like send you the email because I didn't see it. And he was like, as soon as you get home, send it to me. How come I come home and I forget to send him the file? I'm just like, what? And then I was talking to my friend on so I don't know who I was talking to, and I was like, oh, my assignment, I need to go send it, and I'll just quickly send it and stuff anyway. And then thank God I didn't even get capped, and I was just like,
wow,
God, that is just you just came through. So yeah, God does come through in like assignments even. So.
And I think it's also just realizing that even in our classes, we're meant to stand out and shine bright for Christ, like
Shine
using
bright.
His power in our university courses, and of course it's going to be better for us as Christians than it is for them as it's gonna
if you put in the work, definitely God's not gonna give you like magic because you're His child. Like if they're putting if they're putting in the work, they're gonna get the grade. You have to put in the work too. So understand that there's still work that needs to be put in just because you're
our best memory, that have stemmed from being Christians at uni.
You have to be ready to love people.
Sorry, do that again.
I say you have to be ready to love people being a Christian at uni, because I think because you're a Christian at uni.
Wait, is this best memory?
No, just okay. Because you're a Christian at uni, like I think you can. Like, it's kind of hard to, not hard, but you can kind of get caught up in the. Do you know what I mean? Like. Uni life kind of thing.
What do you mean by uni?
Or like the momentum of how people are. So obviously not everyone's kind, not everyone's so if you associate yourself with people like that, are you still willing to be like, no, I know who I am, I'm gonna stand for what I believe in and still show Christ, if that makes sense, and in my actions stand out to be different. Obviously you're gonna stand out because you're not really gonna. Are you ready not to do things that other people are doing because you're a Christian at uni? Do you know what I mean? And ready to say, yeah, I'm a Christian. Like, and people are gonna question you. Like, what does that mean? Like, what does that look like?
Yeah, be ready to defend the faith.
Like, yeah. So have a deep get rooted and get a deep understanding of God, and I think that would help. Like when you're trying to explain people or just ask God for help as well.
Yeah. Also, what you were saying before about being ready to love people, I think especially within the friendship groups, because it's such a short space amount of time that we're kind of that we've met each other in, and that we're all close friends, and things can be all rosy posy until someone does something that you don't like, and then you have to, like, it's so easy to want to walk away at that moment and be like, because there's nothing really holding, like, you haven't been friends for a long time.
Yeah.
But it's just accepting that, like, none of us are perfect, and that we're all on this journey together as Christians in uni. And also I feel like as Christians in uni, we should be a bit more like just thinking about other people, because there's loads of Christians in uni and just other people in uni that are lonely, especially in first year and things. So like reach out and try and be friends with
make
people.
friends. Don't. Yeah, I think that's probably a mistake that I made. Like secluding myself, but instead I should have probably. I don't change it. I wouldn't change it, but it's just a lesson that I've observed, and if that's what you can do, do you know what I mean? Like, why not go out and make friends and be like, okay, this is, but be ready to stand firm in what you believe in. Don't be don't be swayed because of other people, but just know that, okay, God, I'm ready to be a light. Use me, and I feel like God can use you.
Definitely. I feel like that definitely happened to me at the start of my third year. Like, I remember going to this not even a party, it was just like just chill, and there was just secular music playing that it was not sitting well in my spirit. And I think at that moment I kind of realized that, like, I was just doing that stuff and going to that place or hang out with those people because it was fresh as week. I couldn't even go to sleep until like 3 a.m. because the music was playing so loud, and so I just wanted to hang out with people really. But I realized that I wasn't doing it intentionally, that I was letting
you were being influenced rather than being the influence.
I was being influenced rather than being the influence. It's almost like I was letting the darkness affect the light instead of letting the light that God has placed in me affect the darkness. So it was just realizing that I have a responsibility, and I can't just forget about the responsibility because I want to hang out with people. Like, this life isn't about living for ourselves as Christians. Yeah.
And understand that you have power within you. And I don't even mean like, oh yeah, but as in like if you're intentional, like if for example, I don't know why my ring goes on. For example, like me being friends with one person now linked to us being friends with other people, and now we have like a mini community, if that makes sense. And if that never happened, like where would we all be right now? We probably wouldn't even know we existed. Do you know what I mean? And so be intentional. And I think I'm kind of speaking to myself, like don't be closed off, but be welcoming, and just get to know people even if they're not Christians. Like just like, oh, what course do you study? Like, you know, be welcoming.
Yeah, and I think from what I said before, when I went out and just hung out with people, I think it made me realise that I'm quite a sociable person, so I just wanted to get out there and like hang out with people. But it made me realize like it's okay that let them people be partying outside. It's okay for you to be inside. Like that you shouldn't be bored. Yeah, I shouldn't be bored because I have God. Like, and I think like that's so hard to do, to actually sit and be content with that. And it's something that I don't know if I was put in that situation again. I can only hope.
Pray for them.
Exactly.
And ask God to give you visions and ways to be useful to them. And I think as well, like when you say if you do have a group of Christian friends, like try and plan ways to be effective to people who are not Christians, and have times where you can go out and just chill with them. And through being friends with people, it's an even a better way to explain Christianity to them and the gospel to them, because once you're friends with someone, then they're not coming from a defensive, but trying to from an understanding perspective, if that makes sense. But if you just approach someone, it's like, oh yeah, Jesus loves you, it's just like, okay, I don't know you. But I feel like and as well, you have 3 years with them, like in that time, if you're praying, if you're fasting, and you're being an example to them and just showing the power of Christ to them, like I feel like definitely people can come through, can come to Christ because of the way that we live. So
yeah, I feel like with like a lot of times people just view uni as they want to get the experience and they want to have a good time, but I feel like it is important not to, once you do find your circle of Christian friends, not to get too caught up with just being so close off within them. Like is that what you said? Like try and reach out and
open the circle.
Yeah, open the circle, because like so many more people can get saved. Like I remember one of our friends, like she got us to all go out and go down to our campus and just prophesize with people and pray over people, and like that, even though so much more can be done, that was just like the first step. And it gave us like hope for the future, and it challenged us and like out of our comfort zone. Like don't get too comfortable.
Yeah, and I think as well, one thing that I like about uni is that you can ask people for food too.
Yeah.
No, not even that. We just have like, oh, I got food. You want some? And like, we're usually the host.
It's funny because I feel like it's always the girls that are cooking, and I feel like that has something to do with Christian culture.
No, it's not even that. I feel like even if you're not Christian, that happens as well.
I don't feel like I don't know.
I feel like that. I feel like even if I don't think it's even a Christian thing. I just think because I don't know, the guys know how to cook really, to be honest.
They know how to cook. Yeah. No, David knows one. Anyway, let's not at people. Let's not at people. Okay. But yeah, that's any more? Best memory.
That was kind of hard. Oh, okay. Recently, Ash's birthday.
Oh,
that was kind of yeah. It kind of tried to sway a left, but we had to ring it back to go. Yeah, so even that is an example of being able to stand your ground. Like, obviously it was her birthday, what turn up and that.
Yeah, but then certain music started to play.
Yeah, people trying to request things.
Yeah, and I just heard Deborah in my ear like, "Are you gonna control your party?" And I was just thinking, hold
on. But it's because if we say we're Christians, yeah, and we've invited people who are not Christians, we need to be able to, like, there needs to be a difference. Basically, that's what it is. You can't say this is a Christian thing and then it looks exactly like the world. Obviously, yeah, we had karaoke, we had food. She had mocktails and cocktails and what. Yeah. She got the hookup, you see. So, like, that's all good and well, but I think you still have to have a certain standard. Like, you can't just allow every and anything, because then when people start being sick and all of that, I'm not gonna clean it. And then we got guys out here lusting, and no, this is not the environment for that. This is just an environment to celebrate the life that God has given.
It was so fun.
Yeah, and even in the end, we prayed for her, so I think that was a good thing.
That was my kind of party. Like, it really was my kind of party. Like, there was no funny business.
No funny business.
Okay,
alright, guys.
What about my best memory?
Oh yeah, sorry.
My best memory, I think it has to be one of our prayer nights, if we're just all of them all together, just because we're able to be so raw and open with each other, like, and I think, yeah, that's it. That's my best memory. That's when I feel like my heart has just been open and God's presence has just been so, what's the word? Tangible, yeah, you just felt it. So yeah, that's my best memory. So.
Power and unity, so remember that. And I think as well, remember to pray for your friends, even without them asking you to, because you might be going through struggles, but they might be going through struggles too. So just remember to pray for one another as well. So, yeah.
But that has been our university experience, or at least some of it. A small fraction.
Yeah, so 1/10.
I mean,
can't hack the video.
Yeah. If you have any questions, like, feel free to comment or ask us in person.
Yeah. Or like, if you want to hear more about it, let us.
Because we could do a Q&A, and yeah, that'll be cool.
Yeah.
But thanks for watching, guys.
See
ya.